in the Lubavitch Yeshiva in Warsaw, in Warsaw before the war. So the two yeshivas. In Otvarsk and in Warsaw. So one of the heads of the yeshiva was a chassid by the name of Rabbi David. It should be titled, I think. He's a Taibel, maybe Taibel. He was called Rabbi David Ricker. I don't know why. David Ricker. He was born in a city called Ricker, if you heard of it in Poland. He wasn't a Lubavitcher, but he was a Rosh Yeshiva teacher there. And he was known as a great genius even in his youth, and was considered one of the outstanding Goinim, Torah scholars of Poland of the day. And he was a Kotzker Chassid. There's no longer exists, I don't think. The Kotzker dynasty. The Gera dynasty is a branch of it. But he was a Kotzker Rebbe, a Kotzker Chassid, and a very God-fearing Jew, and was renowned for his piety. So when the Kotzker Rebbe of the time died, and again, I don't think there's continuation, but the Kotzker Rebbe was of Yosef Mapilov, was his name, Mapilov. He died in 1931. So the Chassidim looked to him.
There was only one Kotzker Rebbe.
There's a famous Kotzker Rebbe, but it did continue in some small way. But
I think that's the Kotzker Rebbe you've heard.
No, he's the Talmud Chassidic.
That's why I'm confused.
This is generations later. It continued in a small way, the Kotzker dynasty. Again, I don't think today, because maybe it does. If it is very small. I'm not sure if this guy survived the Holocaust, this Rabbi David. I don't think he did. Anyway, so this is before the war, and he's a teacher in the Lubavitch Yeshiva, and his Rebbe died, passed away, and so the Chassidim turned to him. I just told you, described him as a big Goan, and a God-fearing and pious man. And they pressured him, he should take over the Rebbister and become the next Rebbe. He decided to ask the Frierdiker Rebbe whether he should become Rebbe. So when he entered the Frierdiker Rebbe's room, as soon as he entered, the Frierdiker Rebbe said to him, asked him please to sit. And he was mortified, because he would never sit in the presence of the Rebbe. The Chassid doesn't sit. The fact he's asking him to sit already means the Frierdiker Rebbe is like treating him like a Rebbe. And he's like, he doesn't want to sit. And the Frierdiker Rebbe says, I will not hear what you have to say until you sit. You have no choice. So he sat, and he told him, and the David tells the Frierdiker Rebbe, which obviously he knew, because he see that is, he sensed that the Frierdiker Rebbe, because he asked him to sit, but now he tells him what happened. So the Frierdiker Rebbe's response was, you take it. And he said to him in Yiddish, as Yidden schäppet sich, ist das ein Choch, as es verankreches. If a Yidden turn to you, it means you have the ability. He also means by that, but by Yidden turning to you, they give you that ability. So a person who many people turn to and believe in and so on, unlocks and reveals within that person kreiches it didn't have before. And so that person becomes a real leader. I mean, he has to have the basic properties before. But even before that, he was like, so what I'm saying is you can kind of become a Rebbe, kind of, simply by the investment of the faith and the devotion of the people. Other stories related to this, and it's very significant, without having to spell it out, about the power of leadership and people creating the leader. Okay.
What was the end? What was the end of him?
He became the Rebbe. I don't know if then it came the Holocaust, so I don't think he survived.
He died in 1937.
Oh, you looked it up. He died before the war.
Yeah. It looks like one of his kids was Rebbe, or was Rebbe until 2013. And now there's two in Bnei Brak.
So there's a small Kotzker dynasty in Bnei Brak. So he died before the war. What year?
1937.
So it was a few years afterwards. This was 1921. No, this was 1931. This story. So he died a few years later. Not a few years later. Okay.